I do not know how to position these arrow boards. I think there's just no good way to do it. Torch high rolling? Nah, not combining a torch turn 1's just low rolling. You can usually have it. Stop taking the arrow, can't stand positioning it. I hate all of the ranger subclasses for positioning. They're all so miserable. None of them work. Leaf just makes you want to devote like a quarter of your board that you never want to touch again. Once you figure out how the leaf is gonna work. Spear would have tempted you. Yeah, I don't know how much I like spending 6 on a spear. It's fine. I don't know. I really don't want a triple weapon when everyone's bucklering. It's 11 poison. Yeah. Yeah, I liked Ranger more in the beta when the Reapers were still just doing the same stuff they were doing last patch. Because you could like sort of build defense Ranger and it was okay. Your torches would eventually just scale up. But like if they're also torching, we're just back in the same spot as before, where you gotta pick what you want to beat. It's Torch Dew. It is a fast scaling weapon with low stam cost. Yeah. Reaper just does it better. torches on Ranger feels like building Hero Sword on Reaper. Well, the thing with Hero Sword on Reaper was it lost to everything. Where Torch on Ranger is kind of mandatory to beat the other Rangers. Reading it, whatever. Yeah, okay. Yeah, if you buy a fire item, it can light the torch. RNG makes it difficult for Oh, I don't know about that. I had no trouble jamming torches on Reaper in the beta. That seems very unlikely. You're maybe just not rolling hard enough? But even then, that's like a mid-late game problem rather than an early game problem. Deck of cards would come so early while you had no space. You can just buy it and roll with it. You don't need to do anything with it. You can just play it for 2 luck. It's totally fine as just 2 luck. I hate this item. I actually hate bow and arrows so much. I know I'm supposed to buy it. I just hate what that means for the rest of the game. Subclass time already. Okay, let's just get rid of the box. I don't think anyone really understands the torch meta yet. Everyone's figuring stuff out. The patch just hit less than 24 hours ago. The beta is rarely representative of what's actually good. People are always testing stuff out. Don't understand why. It's a really good low stam early weapon that builds into Fortuna's Grace, which is just a strong mid-late game weapon. Oh, like we could have looked at the damage of Bow. Bow was probably our top damage that fight, and it's only using 0.3 stam a second. There are way too early opinions that Reaper plays Torch into whatever flavor of goob you want into chonks. That was what I was doing on beta, and it seemed like the strongest thing to be doing, but there might be other stuff. I have to take arrow. This doesn't do anything. Right. Is there a Reaper game will come about? We played Reaper yesterday, like almost all day. Buy Goobert? No, I think I cut Buckler before I cut Goobert. We have really good Goobert triggers. We also need to get this bow in the ranger bag. Late is too late for egg. I'm thinking about it here. The 2 lives is the big problem, more than it being late. The 2 lives and the lack of space. Oh, wait, this still needs to go in. Gotta roll for a bag, maybe. I mean, this would let me do this. It feels so wrong, though. Like, are you really buying a Goobert just to get out of it when you subclass into Arrow, because you can't play Arrow Goobert? Wait, what am I doing? The Goobert here. And this is garbage. This wants to be here. Goobert's so strong through the early game, but maybe you just can't play it. Where's my triple weapon line? Well, quad weapon line. It's an opponent with 3 Shield of Valor, 2 Holy Armor, 4 Strong Stone Skins, and 4 Corrupted Crystals. Good lord. Mithril. How's it going? Well, you know, the damage on our weapons is kind of bad. We need a way more Empower. Like a Whetstone to throw here might be okay. Low mana on healing. Restarting luck. Yippee! Oh, yeah. I guess then we will take the carrot. This probably wants to be here. Double attacks on the bow. How good are Blood Gloves? Pretty nice with a Hunger Blade. Very expensive, though. Definitely want Stam Sack. I just want to do this. Okay. First time trying lots of Vamp with Vampcube. Check the log at the end, crit for 64, healed for 86. Utterly insane. Yeah. Pretty sure that's just worth 2 gold. It's a chonk. Can we race it? Yes. That is a very slow chonk. We never even got to 15 heat. My lights are flickering. No. Feels bad. Okay, why are my lights flickering? Please don't be dying on me, lights. Seems to be fine right now. Does this make anything easier? Torches, freeze the 2x2. Yeah, that works. Yippee! The shield get to the point where you'd sell it? If I need the 2 gold, or it's not fitting in my board, sure. But for now, it's pretty good. I'm gonna want it. It's like a main defensive layer. I want those too. Maybe don't need the clover. Yeah, that's about right. How late is too late to buy Box of Gems? It's never too late to buy Box of Gems. I've bought Box of Gems on round 18 just to roll for gems before. It's more about what you're looking for. If you've got board upgrades that you need to make, then you can't really spend 6 gold on Box of Gems. But if you've got a mostly completed board, just buying a Box of Gems gives you more things that you can hit in the shop that are worth buying. I think we lose. Unless... Okay, they have really slow chunks. Apparently we're okay. They have 2 fanny packs. Their bird is only on one of the chunks. Interesting. There were 2 fannies on the chunks. They just weren't overlapping for some reason. This board just doesn't have any extra damage. I don't know how I feel about the coals in the chonks. I feel like you just want these in the bag. You have 3... There's just 3 starting heat here. You could have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 heat at 3 seconds guaranteed. And by 3 seconds, your chonks have attacked. So you've got stuns basically starting from second 3. When did they start stunning here? Three seconds later? I guess they need damage, though. So it makes a little more sense to throw it on the chonk. They've got no Gooberts for sustain. Are Helms and Boots chonk counters? Helms kind of are. They stop me from getting stunned. Boots are just extra damage. Yeah, I mean, it depends what your board needs too, right? Just because something is more efficient in one space rather than the other, if you need the item to do something, like in their case, they need damage, it kind of makes sense to put it in the weapon. I'd still probably value getting the guaranteed heat faster, but I can sort of get it when the board's that low on damage. 15%'s awfully low. It is kind of low. It's like less than a damage per attack. It's round 18 already. Okay. Maybe mediocre crit wood? I would hope so. It is very mediocre crit wood. Not exactly what I expected to be fighting on round 18. Good situation like that thing. Just seems starting with Chonk Stuns from attack 2 is way more valuable than maybe a little damage. Yeah. I don't disagree. I think they just needed to buy some different items. I don't know. I've really liked having either Blood Goob or Poison Goob with that comp. It stays in all game, it complements the fast stuff that you're playing very well, and gives you a source of damage so that you don't, like, not have enough damage for your Chonk to close it out. Because, like, Chonk's not a very high damage weapon. You can eventually get to the point where you're stunning your opponent for half their time, and it's still just not enough. Especially if there's no sustain on your board. That's where Blood Goobert's really nice. It's both a good source of damage and a source of sustain. Well, we survived. Just find infinite Stampots. 2 Chonks between Blood Goobs is crazy. Well, you start Blood Goob. You just go like Blood Goob, Torch, Hungry Blade, and that's the early mid game that lets you pivot into Chonks. The other line is like Torch, Poison Goob, but then you kind of need some sustain from somewhere else. I've seen some people go like Poison Goob, regular Goob, and just play 2 Goobs on their board. It's like I'm the only one to not buy egg. I couldn't buy egg. I think I was offered 1 egg, and it didn't fit on my board.